then close her eyes, like in this case. Yes. He put the anesthetic.
That if we don't do a temporal lift, your sideburn incisions are going to be a little longer so they don't complain.
Since your removal of the dog ear in the temporal area, yes, it's still somehow...
Basically, the traditional facelift has a horizontal vector of pull. And basically, you can see in many parties around town, when you pull horizontally, you look like, we call it the wind tunnel look. And I was tired of seeing all these patients at the various parties looking like they had work done. So I came up with a different procedure that is more natural because its reposition in the muscle is a more vertical direction and gives a much more natural look.
The T-shaped look is absent round. That's in order to achieve a better until he reaches the lateral canthus and then he moves a little bit superiorly.
Because gravity usually pushes down in a vertical direction. So it only makes sense to create pulling more vertical in order to counter the effect of gravity.
For the patient, that if we don't do a temporal lift...
It's been an evolution. I started 25 years ago with the traditional facelift, and I was tired of seeing the patient looking that had work done. So it's been a gradual evolution of the technique, and with this technique allows me to have patient after 2 weeks to be ready to go to work, so the downtime is really minimal, but the results are very long-lasting and much more natural.
Temporal lift, I think people don't do it that often, but I almost do it.
Well, you know, depends on the, we usually combine the facelift with other procedure like brow lift or eyelid, so that is depending, the cost depending on that. But the average price can run between 20 to 30,000 euro.
Patient to open and then close her eyes, like in this case.
We always keep our privacy very tight, but we know that most of the celebrities over 40 have a facelift already. So they deny it because they don't like to talk about it, and we keep very private. But if you name any celebrity in Hollywood over 40, they had work done. Turkish women are very beautiful, but they have a certain ethnicity that you want to maintain. You don't want to make, you know, a nose of a Turkish woman look like Sharon Stone. It's not going to fit over her face. So we need to maintain the ethnicity, but, you know, change it, but in a natural fashion. A good result is when you can't tell you had work done, but you just look beautiful. Like you see a lot of actresses in Hollywood, they look beautiful when they're 60 or 70s, and they're natural. So that's the secret. We have different procedures that will fit everybody's budget. We do one procedure that's called one-stitch facelift, which is much more lighter. We only make a little incision here and we pull, and that can be done under local anesthesia, and the cost is much less. So we have 2 or 3 different procedures that are helpful in order to meet the budget of every patient. Men are really fast, very fast catching up with women. The old days we would do about 90% women and 10% men. Now they're about 40% men and 60% women. Men, though, is very important to keep their rugged look. there is nothing worse than see a man that is overdone. It looks terrible. So on men, you want to keep a rugged, healthy look, but so it's much more important than on women not to be noticed. And so I do a lot of man facelift, and the philosophy of the two techniques are really different.
Gives me consistent results, and the down